today who are here, like Jason, can attest that typically they were employing some third party, either a Windows program or some other third party like Backup Assist or Zenith, Infotech, to create images of system states or your different servers, application data, whatever it is, and then using the SOS service to take that information off-site, because our service was still the most secure and most robust cloud service around. Well, now we've brought it in-house. So now we have the ability to create images of your volumes, of your applications, and not only get it off-site, but being able to recover it in a timely fashion, and then granular recovery of Exchange. So having a full image of something is not new or exciting. Image-based backup is older than file and folder level backup. But the flexibility and the strength of what you can do with that image, can we boot it in the cloud? Can we boot it to a virtual drive? How can we recover this information? All of that, you don't typically need to mount this image as a machine. You just need to boot it as a virtual drive, pull some information data, application data, whatever it is, and then just unmount the drive and you're done with it. So we've given you the flexibility to do all of that. So with the SOS Server Save program, what are you getting in this? And we have this grid here. We have Exchange backup and granular recovery. So again, quick way to search through all your mailboxes, individual mailboxes, whatever you want to do by keyword, subject line, sender, attachments, etc. And then you can export that to a PST. So you also have digital discovery capability in here for your Exchange server, which comes in handy when people are looking at, merging companies, selling a company. There's always an aspect of, okay, prove your IP. How do you do that? Well, with our systems, we give you a very flexible way of doing that. In fact, there's actually a big firm, one of the bigger digital discovery firms. It's what they specialize in the U.S., who even 2 years ago began using our backup services for their digital discovery, because it dramatically reduced the cost and time of digital discovery because of how our system works and the versioning aspect. And we don't need to get too much more detail there, but this just furthers that ability. Then you have bare metal image creator and image stream. So we have an image creator program. You select the volume or volumes, and then you tell it where to back up. Now, what's very unique about SOS is we're one of the first in the market to enter an image creation and image-based backup procedure without requiring the purchase of proprietary hardware. So there's no SOS server box that you have to buy from us to run this program. Most services out there require before you can even talk about what your cost off-site is or cost per month, it's $2 or $3 grand out the door just for the hardware, whether they're going to lease it or buy it outright. It's there. And then the hardware is only going to work with their programs. With our system, it's much more flexible than that. You can have a staging machine, doesn't need to be a server operating system, can be Windows 7 box, load it up with 8 gigs of RAM, and the purpose is just to not run backups off-site from your production servers. Makes sense. So for those of you who have been having to go out and spend $2,000 or $3,000 yourself for this hardware and then try to make a little margin on it with your customers, now you can go put together a black box for under $500 that's going to do everything that those boxes are going to do for you. Image Stream is what we've built specifically designed to handle large image-based file backup off-site. So the big problem with image-based backup and getting off-site, of course, is bandwidth, resumable transfer, that sort of thing, interruptions, how does it handle that? So Image Stream was built with the use case of, we have a terabyte image file we need to get off-site. Let's go and do it. So Image Stream is already based off of award-winning technology in our online backup and recovery agent, which is the fastest in the market by far. You can see that on our main website. And it's just specialized for this purpose. We have the Pulse centralized management agent. Pulse is an agent-based system. You install Pulse at each machine that you're running backups from. And then Pulse sends event and backup session details back to the Pulse server that you can monitor and report on. The important thing about Pulse is that it does not violate security in any way and still gives you the reporting and the monitoring capability that you would need and that you would want. A lot of these management programs ride the line of violating security compliance or not violating it. Well, our Pulse system purposely designed not to provide access or any means of access to data that's actually being backed up by your customers. So your high security needs customers, this is not an issue to have Pulse installed on their machine, which again is granular detail, but for those of you with the high security needs clients, you understand how some of these systems can come into question. And then we offer the Premier Web Integration Package coming into the ServerSafe program. So our Premier Web Package, what is the Premier Web Integration Package? Well, the way we saw it is, over time you have IT services, IT service shops come in, and you're always adding new services and new products to your line. But that's the easy part. The difficult part in adding new services is getting things together so you can bill for these services, so you can report on these services, so you can get customers to sign up, contact your customer base about these things, and really just the business launch side of it. So getting the technology behind it is easy, but we've found that partners were spending anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 in about 2 to 4 months just preparing their business to now start providing this type of a service. Our Premier Web Integration Package is designed to streamline that whole thing. So now there is no integration. We support Authorize.net and PayPal, so you just plug in your credentials into our system, and it's going to allow you to start billing your customers. Recurring billing, automatic. There's a mass email system that you can contact your customers. You can upload a customer database and start a mass email campaign to get customers interested and get them introduced to the service and get them signed up. So it's really a part of our 360-degree partner solution that we really feel strongly about, and no one else in the market is providing this. We actually require that you give us a domain, and we're going to host this whole package under your own domain. So it furthers the branding of the system and identifies you as a provider of online backup. So this is really a well-rounded program, and this is a package that we launched last January, and it's been tremendously successful, and it's now a standard part of our program. The mobile applications, those are in development right now as SOS applications, and over the next weeks we're going to be making these available to our partners to use. So your clients can use the mobile applications to not only browse and preview backed up files, but you can now back up information from your actual device. So again, the end-to-end solution, the increase in access and ease of access to recover information really helps solidify that this is a complete end-to-end backup solution rather than a single strategy that helps you here but doesn't help you here. So we have this grid, and this grid really talks to what some of our existing partners are going to be more familiar with. This is comparing against Carbonite and Mozy directly, which historically have been the two main competitors we've gone against. So in PCMag, and among others, we've been rated against Carbonite, Mozy, Norton, HP, iDrive, Elephant Drive, Backblaze, all of it, anyone you can think of. And we're always recommended, we're brought out on top because of our attention to security without sacrificing usability. And we've never limited our service because of how we want our users to pay us. For instance, we don't have throttling. We're not going to throttle your bandwidth down so that you can't back up more than X amount of data per day. We don't limit you to not being able to back up map drives or network drives. We basically operate on a Windows permission basis. If your Windows user has permission to push and pull data, you can back it up with our service. And frankly, for most of us, we've been using computers for so long that a majority of our data resides in some type of external hard drive. So what's the point of a backup tool that can't get that information. Then you get, and we've led the file and folder market since 2005, hands down. Now with what we're calling our V5 technology, with SOS Server Save, they're not even competing with us. They're not playing the same game. It brings up a whole nother round of competitors. So then you have Zenith and Tronos and i365 here, who are showing that, hey, we really don't have anything that they don't already have, and they have a lot of things that we currently don't do. So a lot of these, again, are hardware-based systems. It's a high cost of getting started, a high cost of migration, and really doesn't give you that end-to-end solution. It gives you a good single strategy. But now we've taken that strategy that they're providing to you, and we've integrated it into what we do as well. So now with us, you do have that end-to-end solution, and at a quarter of the price. So I believe our base price for the Server Save program is $379 a month, and that gets you 5 Server Save licenses, which includes, again, Image Creator, Exchange Granular Recovery, and Image Stream to get the data offsite. So that's huge. And a terabyte of cloud space, which can be moved across server clients, any number of file and folder accounts. So you can really see that even that our entry price into this program makes your cost per server about $80, $85 per month. Now that is tremendously low compared to what the market